Switch Theory Podcast. We are Pinky in the Brain, a.k.a. Shotty Binks.
And Randy motherfucking Cash.
How you doing today, Boom? How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm representing New York. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing.
Did you see her? Did you see her at the parade? No.
No.
She.
You think Alicia Keys is a lesbian?
She gives that vibe.
She's a lesbian.
She gives that vibe.
She's
I used to
awesome,
love
Alicia.
me some Alicia Keys.
Me too. I used to braid all my dolls here with the braid over the ear.
Oh, Simone was my Alicia Keys. You know that, right? In my mind, it was like she reminded me of Alicia Keys.
I'm trying not to crack up laughing. Shout out Simone. We love you,
Hey,
Simone.
boo, that's my boo. All right, so we got a couple updates, a couple life updates that we want to do today.
Oh my God.
But before we get into those life updates, is there anything that you want to share? Anything that we talked about your bar review a lot that was a success. The birthday bash was a success.
Yeah, we got a little special guest over here. Come here.
Nathan, the Pup Wonder.
The Pup Wonder. He's over here. He wants to be involved today. This is Walter's son. It's my nephew. But yeah, Nathan, say hi.
こんにちは。
I don't really have any life updates. Like, we talked about my body reveal. We talked about my beach day. We talked about all that stuff. We talked about Juneteenth. We didn't talk about the Knicks, but the Knicks was. It happened already.
Everywhere.
It happened already. It was a
over
while
it.
ago.
I'm like, stop wearing blue. Stop wearing orange.
But at the end of the day, we needed the win for the city. For the city. But I think, like, this man... Okay, so over, like, the course of the last, like, 2.5 years, he has had a lot happen in his life. You!
I'm like, where you going with this?
So, I'm just like, at some point, it's like almost like nothing is even shocking anymore.
That's a rosebud.
Yeah, I'm sure there was another rosebud last night.
It's a rosebud.
Yeah, rosebud last night. Shoot. But a lot of things that happened, like nothing is even shocking anymore. He done been in it, like he done had anything that could happen has happened.
Right. So at this point, we just roll with the punches with life.
Until
no. However, so two things happened recently that I thought was interesting. But I think let's talk about the friend first.
Okay.
Before we get into the other one.
Yeah.
So we had, or maybe like 2 episodes ago, we spoke about one of your birthday parties from like a long time ago, and we mentioned a friend who had came along.
I want to say I was turning like 22.
Yeah, but I don't think he came along. I think he was probably already there.
Or something of the sort. It was a very long time ago. I just turned 39, and this was like my like 23rd birthday.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah. But he was a really good friend of mine, friend of ours. Yeah. At one point, and
honestly, like you were closer to him than I was.
And then a couple of days ago, you got a message from him.
Well, something like that. We were talking.
Like, how did you start talking?
I think he like reacted like to my story or something like that, and I was like, "We just talked about you in the podcast," and he was like, "Oh, did you?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Send a link," and then he was like, "Actually, I found it." He's like, "I just watched it." He was like, "Oh, that was cute." He was like, "Why?" I just feel like why your friend don't mess with me no more. And I was like, I don't know what the problem is. I was like, I could ask him.
Right. Meanwhile, I never not mess with him. I just didn't like the company that was around him. And I'm a very private person. I'm trying to get out of it. But I also like to protect my peace. Always have. I've always been that way. If I don't, you already know. You always make fun of me. I ain't doing all that. I do what I want to do. I go where I want to go. I'll be around the people that I want to be around with.
But he also like sometimes is like too extreme with it, and it's just kind of like just shut. Like he'll be like, "I'm not doing that," and I'll be like, "Why? Like why not? Like we were going to do it together." But
I'm breaking out of it.
So, backstory: like when we were young, like I was still in college, I think, or like maybe a little bit like after college. We had this friend. We talked about him earlier in the last episode. PBC, Pretty Boy Chris. He and the boy were very close. Like they would like go out and hang out, go shopping, like whatever.
And did I know Chris before I knew you?
I don't know.
I feel like he was. I feel like you all were like the first batch of like gay people that I knew in life. But I was trying to debate. Did I know him before you? Because that would be crazy.
When I met you, I randomly met you on like BGC.
Right? Don't say like. It was BGC.
And, yeah, I met you on
Don't
BGC.
like.
We was arguing about something because that's like we like to do from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
And I was like, he's my best friend now.
Because he loves somebody.
He's my best friend now.
If a bitch gonna go toe to toe with this nigga, he loves him.
He's my best friend. I could verbally joust with him.
And you want to go toe to toe with him? Okay, you got a spot. So we go toe to toe, whatever, and then we just became friends. And then from that point on, a lot of like the gay people that I knew, he knew, like then we had our Twitter era, like that 09 Twitter era where we were like always on Twitter, and everybody knew us. So it's like a lot of people that we just know mutually.
But he was even before that. He was like before that.
Yeah, but
for sure.
Definitely, I think that we like right now we sit here doing a podcast. Like if we would have done this in 09, it would have gone up because we were very popular with all the shit talking that we was doing on Twitter, and we'd be going back and forth all day long because we didn't have no life. So this boy, he held this man in very high regards.
Apparently,
very high regards, and he just kind of like threw him to the side.
No, who you're saying I threw him?
You threw him to the side.
I didn't even throw him to the side. I was just protecting my peace.
Okay. So this boy hung out with a couple of boys that
I didn't want to be around. I didn't care to be around them. And like it wasn't that I didn't want to talk to him. So, you don't know this. But I made a phone call yesterday.
You made a phone call?
Yeah, I called this nigga. I don't have time for this.
Not him holding. He always holds his secret so that we can
I
hear
call
this
nigga
podcast. I don't like that.
And he's like, hello.
Right?
Right?
Not him being Medea.
Right? So we talked for a little bit, and he said his side. I said my side. He didn't listen to anything I said, which is normal, perfect,
He's
like
a Virgo.
100% normal. And we just like, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go. But he feels as if I threw him to the side. He also feels like there was a time when he saw me in public
and you ignored him on the train.
Looked at him. Yeah, and I didn't acknowledge it. I don't remember that. I promise you 100% I don't remember that.
It's possible.
I told him it's possible.
It's possible.
But not like purposefully.
Let me tell y'all something about this man. He will do a lot to protect his peace, but he also sometimes forgets that other people's feelings are involved while he's protecting his peace. And it becomes a little unfair from time to time when he's doing his personal peace protection, and then he's just also just like pushing you to the side a little bit.
Got it.
So, you know,
noted.
And I don't think that like when you are somebody who protects yourself, sometimes you forget that there's other people that care about you in that like hemisphere. And I think like maybe he didn't, maybe he wasn't on like the level of like me where we want to keep it going no matter what. But I think that you really hurt that boy's feelings. Because he still remembers it. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was more than 10 years ago at this point. But we had a conversation. It was cute. It was, like we spoke. We said what we had to say. I still don't think that he understands where I was coming from. It's like a lot of like shoulda, coulda, woulda.
He's a Virgo.
Yeah, well, what does that mean?
Virgos are very like whatever. Like I don't like they'll beat a dead horse. They never really understand. They barely try to understand where you coming from.
Yeah, I don't think that he really understood what I was coming from. I think that he was saying a lot of, well, you could have did this, you could have did that.
Yeah, but we're past that, and this is a new day.
Right, it has nothing to do with anything.
So we want to be friends again, and we need to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, like the point of the conversation was more so for me to let him know that there was no beef with him. There never was. I don't dislike him in any way, shape, or form. I did also throw out there, hey, who was I dating at that time? And what did that look like when you two were in the same place?
They knew each other? God.
Nate said, hold on, let me adjust myself.
Nate said, let me turn around.
Let me adjust myself.
Let me turn around.
It wasn't like, it was weird when I introduced them to each other.
Why'd you introduce them?
Because they were in the same place. What am I gonna?
What place was that?
Outside. I don't fucking know. But it was a very weird space. It was protecting my relationship. Not to say that anything would happen, but I don't want to get into no arguments with nobody. I also like the part that with him and his friends that I didn't really necessarily want to be around. It was a lot of stuff.
Can we touch on the friends thing for a minute? Mm-hmm. Now, he always like brings up like one particular friend. I don't even know who the boy is, whatever. But there was one friend that he did have. Mm-hmm. And I know
Who's
this
he,
friend.
Me or him?
Him, not you. I'm like, I am your friend. You don't got no friends, bitch. There was one friend that he did have, right? And I also knew the boy, and the boy was very like pretentious. Like it's always just like I can't even like really even explain how pretentious he is because it's like to the maximum. Mm-hmm. But also when I was dating Tori, Tori told me some stuff about that boy, and I was like, that's weird. So first of all, we already know Tori was a piece of work, but he said that when he was dating his boyfriend, that friend was friends with his boyfriend.
Okay.
Why they had sex while he was in a relationship with the boyfriend who was supposed to be his friend? I said, okay, copy. So pretentious and low down dirty dog, right? Then on top of that, when I was dating this man.
When you was dating Tori.
When I'm dating Tori.
Uh-huh.
Tori does this fire pit for me, dinner, got like Indian food.
I remember
like
that.
it was like a cute little setup. I was gagged. I came home. I was like, why is my like fire? He like, hold on, wait, don't come in that. And then takes me to the backyard. It was a beautiful setup. It was very, very nice. You know, he knew how to do nice things, but he was also crazy. Why the boys seen it on Instagram and was like, oh, so when you gonna do that for me? What? You know me, and you know I'm talking to this man. You see what you just did for me, and now you want the same treatment, and you asking to come over and order this and all that. Bitch, run it. Bitch, run it.
So now I don't even feel
You want to
bad.
act like you want to be on Bad Boys, bitch, let's run it because you trying to move funny.
So now I don't even feel bad.
No, you shouldn't feel bad because you should feel bad a little bit about the thing with PBC.
No, because
his friends and that he's not even friends with him anymore.
Right? Because nobody stays friends for that long.
If like they fake ass bitches.
Yeah, like I like when he said we're not friends anymore, that wasn't shocking. Because he's not a genuine person.
Because those people don't be real friends to nobody.
Yeah. Like, the fuck are we talking about?
So, just know. And you know who you are, bitch. If you see this, I'm fucking you up when I see you on site, bitches. No problems. Just know that.
I didn't know you had heat like that.
Yeah, because don't try me. Don't try me. First of all, Tori, you're dead in the ground.
You said that I be holding stuff. But you didn't mention that. And you talk about Tori. That was a long time ago.
Tori passed away at the beginning of the year. That was like in 2024.
So
but at the end of the day, first of all, at the end of the day, if you were supposed to be cool with me, first of all, you bitch used to be coming to me asking me to distress your clothes and shit, and you over here trying to sneak in the niggas' DMs that I'm talking to, bitch, run it. Period.
I see you got a lot to say about him.
But anyway, back to PBC.
But that was just like one of the friends that he would be around. There was a couple of them. And yeah, I'm just like, I don't want to be around you.
The point of what I was saying was that it's just that he ended up being around a lot of people that were indicative of like toxic gay boys that like were pretentious or just had like toxic rhetoric about
in the friend who I threw away.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like for you, it was just like, I'm not dealing with that. It was like a 1-2. Like it's like whatever. I don't hate you, but I don't like none of those niggas you talk to.
Yeah.
And for him, it was just like I'm me as a person. Like I'm me, accept me, take me who I am. I don't have nothing. Like they're my friends, but they don't got nothing to do with me.
Right, but part of who you am is that's your social circle. Like those are the people who are around you. So if I was chilling with you and X, Y, and Z came along, I'm not gonna have a problem with any one of those people except for one person.
Well, he already knows that. He knows like basically anybody that I've really ever been around, like in a friendship circle. He knows he's my best friend, but he knows my original best friend, Asia. Like, he been around Asia. He been around Asia's family members. He been around all my other friends. Like, it's never been an issue. There's never been something that's like, I don't like this person. They're toxic. But also, for me, and this is not a shot at PBC, but for me, if those people had those personalities and those traits, I never was the type that wanted to even be around them or involved with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was always
and then he said something around, and this is, again, no beef with him. I love him, whatever. But like, I could have guided him. Why do I have to be the oracle for everybody? Like, what does that mean? I could have guided you. We were the same age, more or less, going through the same things, supporting each other, because he and I did support each other when it comes to like friendship and whatever. We would buy each other stuff and shit like that. But I'm not even smart enough to guide myself, let alone guide you.
First of all, I think he put you on a pedestal because if I think back to back then, I think you probably got a little bit. You do crazier shit now, but I think you also have a better rationale. Even though you do crazier shit now, your rationale is better.
I don't think I do crazier shit now.
I'm walking off set. You do crazier shit now, but I think you also have like a more mature rationale. Even when you do crazy stuff, it's not because you just like living life on the edges because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think like back then, you weren't no mentor to nobody. But for some reason, he saw you as that type of person in his life.
Well, we said that we would go out and have a drink or something.
And I think y'all should, because I think it's time for, like you said earlier, when I came in here earlier, I was like the last few times I came in this bitch, I did not clean up. And I always come in this motherfucker and clean up for him. But now he got a man, so I said his man could clean up. But today I couldn't take it. I cleaned. And he said,
what the fuck does this have to do with what we talking about?
He said, we got to do a reset.
What does this have to do with what we
this has to be a whole reset. We're going to do, today is a reset day.
I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, but I think in the same like spirit of resetting, I think you should also be able to like have a reset with him. But if it can't be actually reset, it can't happen. So he needs to let go of whatever emotion he has from the past and actually be ready to press the reset button like it's a Sega.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him.
Because at the end of the day, I never had a problem with him. I think, maybe you could go have a drink with him. Maybe we could do it together. That
would be cute. Maybe
I should come as I'm a good mediator.
No.
I'm a good mediator.
Nope.
I'm a good mediator.
We're not doing that.
We
ain't doing all that.
We not doing that.
Because
famous last word.
Because what's gonna happen?
I'll make sure that they put me. Let me tell TJ just in case something happened to Walter. We gotta make sure we not doing that. I'm not doing that on his tombstone.
No, we're not, because it's just gonna be a mess.
Why?
Because when you are with certain people, him being one of them, it's just noise in my ear.
When have I been around him? When have we been together for real?
Yeah, but I know what's gonna happen.
I'm just be like this.
I know what's gonna happen. You'll be Walter. No, I don't need that. I don't need that.
That's not true. That's not what's going on.
He and I will have a conversation. We'll have a drink. We'll go someplace. It'll be cute, and it'll be water under the bridge. Which I never knew that it was a thing, but whatever.
I didn't know it was that serious ever.
Whatever. But he just wanted to get talked about on the podcast,
and he did. We love you.
All right. Next topic.
But she gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, because just when you think nothing else could come across the bitch's desk.
I tell you guys all the time, my life is a movie.
A movie.
And it is 100% a fucking movie. So I was home the other night, 2 nights ago at this point.
Randomly. Mind you, that night, I was like, I was going to, like, I left the house to go to the store. And I was like, usually when I walk to the store, I call him. But I've been giving him a little bit more space late at night because I know TJ be around. I want to interrupt their evening. So I said, I'm not going to call him. As soon as I fucking thought, let me call this nigga, he texted me.
Really?
Yes. I said, oh, and the text was shocking.
So, okay, let's let this breathe, because sometimes you like to jump into things, right? So, I was chilling with T, and we were on the phone with Aisha, right? We had her on speaker, talking shit, talk about the wedding, talk about life, work, all these stupid things. And I get a text from my sister. And I don't get texts from my sister often.
Unless she wants you to do something.
Unless she wants something. Right. Unless she wants something. So I don't get texts from my sister often. She's the kind of person where she likes to keep to herself. I let her keep to herself. And because I like to keep to my fucking self.
They also decently like far apart in age.
10 years.
Me and my brothers are really close in age, so it's different.
So she texts me, and I'm not going to reveal too much because I'm not. But she goes, "Are you busy?" And at this point, I was trying to take a nap, but then somehow got on the phone. But I told her, I said, "I'm about to take a nap, but I'm not busy, so what's up?"
Taking a nap at like 9 p.m.
It was late, but I was going to get up so that I could do more stuff. So...
Like what?
So I could do more stuff.
More stuff.
Right. So she sends me a screenshot because she says, "Are you busy?" No, I'm not busy. So she sends me a screenshot of a conversation. Someone messaged her on Facebook. And I don't have Facebook. I do have a Facebook. I don't have access to it.
You got to get him back.
Because of the login or whatever. I only made it to keep in contact with my family. But I don't be on it. Whatever. So someone messaged her on Facebook and basically said that she was our sister.
Imagine 39 years old finding out you got a sister. You ain't know you had a sister this whole fucking time.
Movie. So I'm sitting there.
So, but wait.
I'm sitting there.
Can we talk about what the text said exactly?
Hold on. I'm sitting there and I'm laying down on the phone with Aisha, with T, and I go, I'm reading it. They're talking. And I go, "Read this." And he goes, "What the fuck?" And Aisha goes, What is it? So I read it out loud, and she goes, "What the fuck?" After I get off the phone with Aisha, I immediately call him.
I said, "What?"
Exactly. This is insane.
Now, mind you, we've known each other since I think I was like 20 and he was like 21.
So, what did it actually?
We actually both might have been 20 because you didn't turn 21 yet.
What, you think you remember the month?
No, I'm saying because it was summertime.
It was?
Yeah. So you didn't turn 21 yet. I was 20. You was still 22 as well. So all this time, we known each other for almost 20 years. And we never knew about this sister.
So, no, but is it a sister? I don't know what's going on at this point, right? So I asked her. So the message said, and I'm not going to reveal too much, but the message was basically saying, now look, I'm of a certain age. We're pushing 40 at this point. Our parents are of a certain age, and you never know what's going to happen. I lost my mother 2 years ago, or like a year and a half ago at this point. You never know what's going to happen. So she was reaching out to my sister because you never know what's going to happen.
I'm wondering why she didn't reach out to you and she reached out to your sister.
Because of what the message said. So in the message, it was, "I'm reaching out to you so that you know I exist. Just in case a funeral happens one day, because, hello, we're all going to kick the bucket at some point. And people who are in your family are going to be there." She said, "I don't want there to be a shock. So I want you to know that I exist." Which, I like that. She gets a check so far, right? So, but the reason that she didn't reach out to me was in that same message, and I don't know if I read it. Well, I did read you the message.
Yes. He said that he told you already.
Right. She said, "Our brother knows already because Dad was supposed to tell him."
And she don't even know what kind of setup that was. That's a setup. Because now, your sister, she gonna be like, "How you gonna know something to tell me, motherfucker?"
So now, hold on. So now, I tell my sister, I go, "Did you message back?" And she's like, she's in her cocoon now because now she's in defense mode.
I only have one sibling.
Yeah, she goes, "Absolutely not. I only have one sibling." But that's just her.
Honestly, but that's no, that would have been me. I mean, your sister is like 30 now. Every time I think about her, because she's always been like a kid,
right,
growing like since we've known each other. But she's an adult. But That would have been my response back in the day too. Not at
You
30.
think that would have been your response?
When I was like not way younger than her.
Well, she's 30.
Like,
so when you were at 30, do you think you would have had that response?
When I was at 30, I'd be like, bitch. No, I wouldn't have said that. I would have been like, that's crazy. I'd be like, bitch, line that shit up. I need to meet you.
Right, which is a little bit more mature.
Yeah, but your sister is different.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Whatever. So she went back into her cocoon. I said, look, don't say nothing to nobody.
You think that it makes a difference? Like, you think she would have been more receptive if it was a boy?
No, not at all.
That's just her personality.
That's her personality. No, that's nothing to do with anything. So I said to her, look, don't say nothing to nobody. And at this point, it's 9 o'clock at night. I'll call him and ask the question tomorrow. I don't have a problem.
Random that I randomly was walking around the neighborhood at 9 p.m.
Right, because you was a streetwalker. And you talk shit about me. So I said, look, don't say nothing. I'll ask him the question tomorrow because I don't have a problem asking anybody anything. Who fucking cares? I asked my mother if she wanted to live or die.
First of all,
I could do anything. I could ask anything.
As soon as he said that, though, as soon as he sent me that message, I started doing my investigation.
So then when I got off the phone with you, I called my aunt, who's a lawyer, and she is young enough to know better, old enough to know better, but young enough to not give a fuck, right? And she started doing her investigations. And I said the same thing to her. Don't say nothing. I'm going to ask a question tomorrow because this person could be anybody, but it's probably true.
It's not like you Jay-Z or something. Like, it's not like y'all like rich and famous.
Right.
So it's like she don't really got no reason to, like, she's not going to get nothing out of, like, revealing this information.
Right. So then my sister, she starts to get defensive. Did you know? But did you know? You think that I would keep that information from my sister?
I'm scared of your sister.
Why?
She just seems so like.
Yeah. Did you know?
She always got. It's like almost like she always got a little growl to her. Like,
I was like, I couldn't even fathom an answer to that. I just said no.
But I also think that like maybe if you guys were closer in age, she would have been able to have the security to be like, he would never know that and not tell me.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
That's crazy because I would automatically, first of all, a random sister?
Right. For 30 years?
Mind you, the girl's grown. She's in between him and her.
So the next morning I called him. I don't have time for that. So, yeah, I called him. And I asked the question straight up. So I'm not gonna say the conversation that I had with my father.
Wait, say how you did it though. Say how you asked to.
I forgot. What did I say?
You said, "Do you know this girl named Blank?" And he was like,
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Right. But I'm not gonna say the conversation that I had with them. But I'm 40 almost. I'm not stupid. I know that people have lives. I know that things happen. Who cares? It doesn't make a difference to me. But I
think also like in our lifestyle, we have a little bit more of a diversity in how we live our lives. So for us, it's kind of like easier to understand. But I think it's probably a little harder for like your sister to like grasp because she doesn't.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think that when we think about like my family specifically, my uncle has a kid that he didn't know about. Like shit happens.
Yeah.
Like it's and she's of a certain age where she
accept it.
Right. She'll figure it out. But I did tell her that he said it's true. So I got a sister somewhere that I don't know about. That now I know about.
Shout out sis.
Hey
sis.
Hey.
We'll like, comment, and subscribe on your page too.
So, my life is a movie, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on.
His life is a movie, but it's also like, I think it's also so interesting because a lot of the things that used to happen to you were like, not that like crazy. Shit got crazier and crazier and crazier as time went on. But also like
everything is content.
That's I was about to say that next. I was about to say you are so much more open about like talk about the things that happen now than you used to be.
We're not gonna talk about what happened last night. Not yet. That's another story.
You know, he had a couple gummy bears in this bitch.
That's another story. I had the Knicks gummies.
Yeah, the Knicks gummy for sure.
I mixed the other gummy with the Knicks gummy. And then I was like, oh, this is hitting. Either way, I had fun last night. But we have to talk about that. But either way, everything is content. We always do these life updates. So at some point, I did ask you this off camera, but I asked you again on camera. Do you think that I should meet my new sibling?
Of course. Like, if I had a sibling that I didn't know about, I'd be like, bitch, what's T?
Yeah, I know you would.
I gotta meet you.
I know you would.
And then I'll make the judgments from there. I think also, like, I grew up in, like, a situation, like, my dad, he left he with his mistress, and he married her. He had a baby with the mistress, and I think, you know, I would just be like, that's my half-sister, and I used to get in trouble for that shit. Like, now, at my brother's wedding, she was there. I was like, girl, what's the tea? Like, it's just like, nobody got time to deal with the drama of what our parents did.
Yep.
Like, we're old people. We already here. We don't got to deal with, like, what we live our lives. Like, things happen. He has had a diverse lifestyle. I have a diverse lifestyle. Things have happened. And I think through living, you understand, like, life is not perfect, and, like, situations are not perfect. And it's like, the way that your parents live, you hold them accountable for it when you're a kid, because you don't understand what life is really about. And then you get older, you start to live for yourself, and you realize, like, bitch, this can happen to anybody.
And you don't really, as a kid, understand or even pay attention to or are told all the things that your parents go through.
Yeah.
Like, I have an aunt who tells me about living in the South with white people and how we as a family got to New York. I never knew that as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
So you learn things about your family and you keep it moving. I think, like, when we progress as a society is when old people get out the way and let the young people come in.
Yeah.
At some point, we are going to be the old people, and we got to get out the way and let the young people come in.
But I think for our age group, I think we'll be the older people that are a little bit more open, a little bit more, like, interested in, like, what's next, like, what's going to be the next move, like, what y'all doing, because of the other times, like,
because we're gonna be twerking.
Yeah, we grew up in an age where it was like,
I'm gonna be 80, I'm gonna be fucking twerking.
We grew up in the age of, like, stay in the kids' place, like, stay out of grown folks' business, and the grown folks had these weird situations, and they weren't willing to talk to us about it or, like, teach us what was going to happen in the future. And I think we're just a little bit more open of a generation.
I didn't believe in that stay in the kids' place shit.
Me, because I used to.
I believe in that.
When I was a kid, they used to spell stuff out in front of me. But bitch, I started reading when I was 4 years old. So I used to be like, I know what you said.
Stay in a child's place. I ain't doing all that.
I'm not.
Now what is it? What are we talking about?
What we talking about is
now what's really gonna be interesting.
Hurry up, because I gotta pee.
As I look at the time and I'm thinking, should I say this on the podcast? But I'm gonna.
God.
I'm gonna.
Speak or forever hold your peace, ho.
I'm gonna let it breathe. What's really gonna be fun is figuring out who in my family already knew.
I'm sure everybody knows.
And I'm gonna fuck them up. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's such a tough situation, and it's very like 80s, 90s, like. It's like 90s and below. Like, this is not an early 2000s situation. Like, it's like 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s. Like, this is just very, like, because my mama got siblings all over the place because of her daddy was a Rolling Stone. Like, this is just like a back in the day ass thing. So, you know, it's an interesting situation. And I can't wait to see how it pans out.
And of course, I will keep everybody updated. I'm gonna try not to keep things from you.
He loves to keep things from me so that he can tell me when we sitting in front of this camera.
But yeah, we'll see where it goes. I think I'm going to I'm gonna make some time to make some phone calls and figure it out. It'll be cute. It'll be cute. We'll take some pictures maybe.
Maybe we should go down to Connecticut.
For what?
Go see your sister.
Oh, that's where she is?
That's what you told me.
I'm still figuring things out. But
Whatever.
Yeah, that's my life update. We had a friend who reached out to Randall.
A sister that reached out to you.
A sister that reached out to my sister. It's a lot going on. But like I said all the time, everything's content. So we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it on right here on the Switch Theory podcast, hosted by Randy Cash,
Shotty Binks,
Shotty Binks, BB,
Shotty with the body,
Shotty with
Shotty
the
Two Face,
Shotty
Jar
with
Jar
the
Binks,
body.
Radio.
Okay, bitch.
All that shit. Let's
you
go.
only have a couple nicknames, girl.
There's a lot of them, and they all have a different personality.
Yeah, same. Cause you know I got Randall, Randy Cash, Cassius Slay, and the baddest bitch. That's me. Thank you for listening, guys. Once again, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can catch us on almost anywhere that you get your podcast.
Everywhere you get your podcast.
Yeah.
And if you don't see us, let me know.
Yeah, because then we'll put it on there too. I Heart, you know what I'm saying? Charlamagne, you could put us on the Black Effect. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we deserve to be there too. Period. But anyway, thank you guys for listening, watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. These are your hosts, Randy Cash,
Shotty
Binks, and this is the Switch Theory podcast. Switch Theory, baby.
Switch Theory, baby. What? Culture, chaos, unfiltered.